The formulary fallacy says you can research a plant that has a traditional use in some kind of formula in isolation from its context. This fallacy, although why it is a bad idea is rather obvious, is pretty much universally committed by scientists studying whatever traditional medicine system they are looking at. In fact, one way of seeing how important the concept of formulation is in pre-scientific medicine is that there's basically no known traditional medicine system, medieval medicine system, that was based on use of a single herb. In fact, often these are very heavy combinations in less precise contexts, like medieval medicine, where it wasn't very developed. Some of these traditional formulas, like Mithridates, are combinations of like 60 or 100 different substances. In other contexts, like Campo or traditional Chinese medicine, it may be, between 6 and like 20 different things. But this stuff was never used on its own, and we should be respectful enough to research it in the way it was used. I wanted to give 2 examples of why I think this. So it's known, of course, that there are lots of problems with xenometabolism. We'll find herbs that have useful active constituents. They won't be strong enough because some CYP enzyme will come and clear them away. Well, guess what? Another issue is with the brain. There's a very strong enzyme P-glycoprotein P that destroys most stuff before it gets through the barrier. So this is why we take piperine with turmeric, is that it's a strong inhibitor of some CYP enzymes, and it's a rather weak inhibitor of PGP. Yeah. But what these traditional formulations actually are, when I've looked into them, and I wish there was some statistical or computer-based analysis of it, I went and I've looked through kind of the most common companion substances in traditional Chinese medicine, and a lot of these are very significant. Enzyme inhibitors. An example is Schizandra. It's always combined with ginseng. It's in pretty much every brain formulation. It's not coincidental because it's the strongest P-glycoprotein P inhibitor that has basically ever been discovered in an herb. Turmeric doesn't really, pepper doesn't really compare to it. And it's not a coincidence that this thing that regulates brain permeability is being manipulated in all these formulations that are designed to reach the brain. Another really interesting case of this is there's so many quercetin heavy herbs that are really common combinations, and these quercetin, besides its low bioavailability, actually has a strong effect on CYP3A4. It's a really good P-glycoprotein P inhibitor. It's not very bioavailable. I've tried a stronger analog of it, dihydroquercetin, and the effects of it are massive. So there's lots that's not looked into why traditional Chinese medicine is combining so many things with these quercetin analogs, camphorol and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to leave you with this idea, kind of to encourage better research.